I got a Mercedes at home too.
No, yeah. But you should have drove. You should have put the Beamer hat on.
No, I got the Q8, the S today. I got the Audi.
You got an Audi too?
Yeah, that thing's fast, bro. 500 horsepower.
Well, you got the new Audi QRS8?
Yeah.
The 25 or 24?
24, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is nice. I gotta see that.
They're nice, bro.
I see you got the big rims on there.
Yeah, they're really good. They hold up nice on the road.
So you like the Audi QRS8?
Yeah, it's
what is
beautiful.
it, RSQ8?
No, it's an SQ8. No, we didn't get the R. We got the S. The
What's
R
the
is
difference?
the R's got like maybe 75 horsepower more. Nothing else is different.
It's a little
It's
sportier,
the same
right?
exact thing.
It's the same exact thing.
Same exact thing except the engine.
Right. It's like the...
And they hit you for another maybe 20 G's probably.
They probably hit you for 20, 30 grand more.
More, yeah. But it's nothing different. The inside's got the leather stitching and the beautiful seats and the red seats and and the wheels. It's got the wheels and the...
They're banging you over the head for a little
Yeah,
bit.
for nothing.
Yeah.
500
you don't
horsepower.
need a sunroof anymore. Nobody uses them anyway.
Yeah, right?
I don't get sunroofs in the cars anymore.
Nah, they don't have them anymore. They have,
Are they eliminated?
you have like the moonroof, like the...
The moonroof is
moonroof
nice.
is
the
nice.
sunroof is...
Yeah, no.
My Demon came with one, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I seen they had a 170 racing.
That's what I got, a 170.
170 race, the Ferrari S P90.
Okay.
It was a good race for a minute, but then that Ferrari was gone, man. That thing is automatic electric power, bro.
Yeah.
It was gone. It got him by like 4 or 5 car lengths.
You kidding? The Ferrari beat the Demon by 4 or 5?
Yeah, the 170, yeah.
You kidding me?
That thing is so fast, bro.
It is, but I think it's only designed for a quarter mile.
Yeah, they're quarter mile, yeah. It was very close to race the Plaid, the Ferrari. It beat it by like maybe
Where
a
was
car
this at,
length.
Philly?
No. I just watched on YouTube, but I watched the Plaid race, the SP, the 90, and it was very close. That car's fast, man.
Well, you ever drive the Demon yet?
No.
We don't have it here. It's in the shop in Miami.
Oh, you got it in the shop? All right.
It's getting a makeover.
What happened to the purple one?
Purple one's in Florida, too.
Purple one's
But
in
the
Florida.
Demon's coming back next week.
I never seen a Demon. The 170 you got?
Yeah, it's getting a makeover. We don't want to reveal too much.
Right.
It's in a specialty shop in Miami, getting a special makeover.
So you wrapping
Full
it?
wide body kit.
Wide body, okay.
Brand new Vossen wheels, 3 layers,
Nice.
3 trim level wheels. The hood is getting painted by an artist,
Okay.
Richard B.
What color are we looking at?
Well, I can't.
Can't tell that either.
It's going to have a glass finish, 7 layers.
Oh, okay.
It's going to have 7 layers of paint on it.
Nice.
It's going to be an artist piece. He's like me with the phone.
Yeah, I got to shut the thing
So
off.
after that, it's going to go to Jersey.
How much horsepower are we talking?
Right now, it has 1,100 horsepower.
Ooh.
When it's done, it'll be at 1,500.
Come on. There's nothing going to beat that.
Well, it's just going to be a show car.
Yeah, but that's
Whatever.
an 8-second car.
And it's
rate.
got street tires on it now. It's going to have wide body street tires.
1,500 horsepower is an 8-second car.
It's going to have
rate.
1,500 piece for, right.
You know that,
It's
right?
got 1,100. It's going to have the E85 gas
Yeah.
only.
You going to do a quarter mile with it?
Nah, we're not.
Nah.
It's going to be a show car. And then all the seats are, oh my God, let me shut this off.
Yeah. Let me
Both
see.
of us.
Yeah.
Oh, State Farm's calling me. So tell us about your shop. Stop looking at your phone, man. Tell them to take it easy for a half hour.
So I got into the Autobody business in 1990.
19. Man, you
I
old.
started-
Wow, how old are you?
I was 17. Yeah. I'm 53. I was 17 at the time. So I knew school wasn't going to be for me or college. I've been around cars my whole life. I was going to car shows early with my father. My father has been in business since the 60s. So make a long story short, my mother and father were divorced at like 6. So I lived with my mom, and my father would pick me up on the weekends. We would go to car shows and stuff. And then I just started to love cars. I love motorcycles. I was like 13, 14 years old. I started, doing, now, they're buffing them with the machines. I was doing stuff by hand back then. And I had a lot of clientele. And I had people I was doing work for my aunt, my uncles, people on the side. I had people, my father's brother-in-law, he had motorcycles. I was doing their motorcycles for them by hand. And I would take my time and I love to make them look perfect, and the chrome and the paint and everything came out great. So I knew, this is what I'm going to probably do for a living. I'm going to follow my father's footsteps and do, Autobody. So right out of high school, I started doing Autobody. So I went to, work with him. And, I just started real small, just buffing cars and wet sanding cars, and then growing up the ladder little by little, just watching everybody do, the work and the body work and the framework and everything and the paint work, and that all takes time. So it's funny, I was at like 17, 18, and I said to my father, I said, why can't I go and, write some estimates? I want to write some estimates. He says, get back in the shop and learn in there first. So I said, all right. So I learned, and I did it for years and years and years, and just climbed up the ladder.
You learned how to do the things.
Learning how to do the things from ground, and learning them from people that already were doing it and, were good at it. So I just watched them, and I was trained. My father never taught me anything. He wasn't a good teacher. He was a good teacher. He was a good teacher saying, go in there and do it. My father was doing body work at in the 60s. So he knew everything. So now
he had the old classic cars.
He had the old
with the heavy
classic
bumpers.
cars. They were mudding the cars up, grinding and filling it with mud and Bondo, They didn't pull the dents out like we did. We didn't have They didn't have the dent pullers back then. Grind and fill, They would fix everything. They would fix
Old
everything.
School,
there was no
school.
spray boots back then,
Nothing.
Painting them outside.
Now, how'd they paint the cars back then?
So when my father had a spot in the back, what you would do is you would water down the cement. He had a couple of walls up, and then you would just spray the car in lacquer.
So they had sprayers back then.
They didn't have no spray booth. They were spraying in lacquer thinner. Lacquer thinner wasn't something
It was like a little pump?
No, you still spray out of the spray gun, but it was lacquer paint. So it wasn't as bad the material as it is now that we have in the paint, all the solvents and everything. So everybody was using lacquer, and it was a fast drying paint. Like it dried right away. You could wet sand it.
Why did they change everything now?
Well, what happens was, then you had to get a spray booth because the EPA would come in and be like, hey, you can't be spraying cars like this anymore because it's damaging, the universe.
Yeah.
And you had to put a booth in. So then he got a booth, and he put the booth in, a downdraft booth, that you could go in there and spray the cars, and all the base and all the clear coat would come down, and you would have all the ventilation and stuff, So for me, I did the framework, I did the paint work, and I really loved painting. I really enjoyed the painting and watching, getting the wet sanded and taping it up and getting it ready to go in the booth.
Yeah.
And just, basing it and clearing it and looking at the beauty of what was, a car that came in that was destroyed. We're starting to make this car look beautiful again. And that's, went to the paint room. And then after that, it would go to the guy to put it back together. And then you would wet sand it and buff the car and, detail the car and, it would look brand new. My father loved perfect work. If it wasn't right, he wasn't delivering the car. So I worked for him for 10 years, and my father was very pushy. You done yet? You done yet? No thankfulness for the hard work. He was just like a whip, old school. Get the job done. Let's go. We got to make money. So I worked for him for 10 years, and I learned how to spray. I learned how to do all the framework. And it was to the point where I was like, I don't think I could work here anymore for my father. So what happens was I told him.
Got to a breaking point.
Yeah, I got to a breaking point. He was very ruthless and very he didn't appreciate anything. He was the old school, Italian, German, crack the whip, get the jobs done, no appreciation, just looking for the money and getting the car done. And he did deliver a great product. I did learn how to, do a great product, and he did do a good job. And on all the cars were quality, controlled and, delivered nice and perfectly to the customer. So I said, you know what, I think I'm going to get out of this auto body for a little bit. And I told him, he's like, oh, I'll give you a raise, And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I was sitting home, and my mother had passed away in 94, so I moved in with my father. So this was 2001, so I lived with him for about 7 years already. And I was sitting at home, and somebody gives me a call. Says, hey, you want to buy into a body shop with me in Saddlebrook? This was in 2001, August. So I said, yeah, I came by. I looked at it. I said, yeah. He said, what do you think? I said, we could do something with it. So I said, let's go in, and, paid him the money, and we bought the place. And what happened was it was like 6 days before 2001, 9/11.
Oh, 9/11, wow.
So what happened was I was just waiting to go to work and waiting up to open a body shop. And all of a sudden I'm sleeping, and, I get a call from my sister and a call from this one and that one. And they said, did you hear what happened? I said, no. He said, the Twin Towers, somebody crashed into the Twin Towers. They went down.
What a tragedy.
So I ran out of the house. I ran to the cliffs because I could see over to New York City. I could see, I had the view of the World Trade Center. And all of a sudden I see one building go down. And then all of a sudden I see the other plane go into it. I'm like, wow, this is not good. and then it was just so quiet that day. It was just weird. I drove around and there was no cars on the road. So obviously we got attacked, and that's when we were opening up the shop, So I went right into the shop into, being in, 9/11 mode, Wow. So we went there and, we opened up, and we had one dealer, one Volvo dealer. So we were doing the Volvo dealer, and then I had one Jamaican guy who I took from my father, who we grew up with. He was a great frame guy. So I would do body work, he's doing frame work, I'm doing the paint work. So we're doing only 2-3 cars a week, for starters. And then the partner that I had, he was building houses. So this guy never wanted to be involved with the business. He just wanted to collect a check. And unfortunately, down the road, that didn't really work, because he's like, wow, we're doing all these cars. Where's the money? And I'm like, bro, we're growing the business right now. You're not even here. You want to make some money. You got to be here involved with this business. You got to do something. You got to do sales or come in and do estimates and be part of the business. Otherwise, you're not going to make money in this business. Don't think you're like, this is a McDonald's or something. This is a business that we're growing from scratch here.
What year was that?
This was about 2003.
Okay, so only 2 years later.
Yeah, so then we kept it going, got a couple more dealerships, still doing, just a 2-man show, me and the guy doing the work. And, it continued on like that, and he wasn't making that much money. He was just making a little money here, a little money there. I was making my salary. I was getting my paycheck, little commission here and there, but it wasn't really going anywhere. He couldn't bring in any more sales. I'm trying to bring in sales because I know people. I had done side jobs for my father, so people would follow me, from when I worked for my father for 10 years. We would do side jobs on the side, so people would come and bring me work. So I had people that was bringing us work from the side that I did, for my father, repeat customers. And then, it gets to like 2010, and he's like, I don't think this is working. You want to buy me out, And I said, yeah, name the price. So he named the price. So I bought him out. And then it was so crazy. Like within maybe 4 to 6 months, I get a phone call from a friend of mine who was an appraiser, and his father went to school with my father, and they knew each other from Paramus. So he's like, my cousin's doing this work, Benzel Bush in Englewood Cliffs. He's doing all the used cars and all the insurance work for them. Would you like to do the work? So he introduced me to the guy, Rob, and me and Rob got along. We clicked together. And then he said, started sending me some work. So we're doing like 10 cars a month with them, and then growing gradually. And, I'm not now I'm starting to hire a couple more people. We're starting to grow. Right. And all of a sudden it just exploded. Within 3 or 4 years, we're doing like 100, 150 cars for this one dealership. Then I get a phone call from another person. They want me to do their work. Then I got a phone call from Prestige, who's got 5 shops who want me to do their work. And all of a sudden, God is just giving me all this work, and it was just craziness. So I went from 3 guys, to 2010 till now to 15 guys.
So you're at 15 guys now.
Yeah. So we went from like 400,000 to 600,000 to $1.9 million, 2.5, $3 million, up to $5.5 million in sales now. From, when we first started in 2001, we were doing like 100,000 a month. I mean, 100,000 a year, yeah. 200,000, 300,000, it was pennies. And then all of a sudden I'm making all this money, and it was like crazy. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome, because, I've been in the business so long, and I the blood and the sweat and, all my time being in the shop. I worked in the shop for 10 years straight at my father, 7 days a week. Then to grow this business, I was working for 10 years straight, 7 days a week, doing the body work, doing the paint work, trying to call people and get, new accounts. And then in 2019, I got on with Geico, and they want to send you an additional $5 million a year. So I get on with Geico. It's like a life changer to get on with Geico. And all of a sudden, I had so much work from the dealership. I'm doing 150 cars, 180 cars a month from the dealerships, pushing out a lot of work. Then all of a sudden, now I got Geico. They turn me on. They're sending me 5-6 cars a day, bro. Oh, towing. I got a service call that calls me on my phone, because I didn't want to miss any phone calls, that I could just have them call me. It would go right to my phone. I'm getting cars towed in. It was just mayhem. I had cars all over the place. and I actually lost control of the business because I had so many cars from
Because you
Geico.
had too much.
I did 6 cars. I'm looking for another freaking place to open up to do Geico itself. I'm looking across the street. The guy's got a big shop. It was a great place. He don't want to rent it to me. I could have did great there, hire another 5-6 guys. I need another 5-6 guys in a place to fit 30 cars more.
And they wouldn't give it to you.
And they wouldn't give it to me. So I'm calling this place. I call this place. They're still towing them in. And me, like an idiot, I jumped on impulse and I started towing cars to the other places. I had friends that were like 5 minutes away that I knew they were on Geico. Just said, send it over there, send it over there. So the guy, Dominic, calls me up. He's like, yo, bro. He says, you can't be sending cars over there. I said, Dom, I'm getting killed, man. I can't even do this. It's out of control. I said, I can't handle all this work. It's insane. So I got rid of them. I said, I can't do your work no more. I'm sorry. It was the worst mistake I ever made in my life because I shot myself in the foot. Instead of just saying, hey, send me 2 cars, a day, instead of sending me 5-6, I just said, you know what? I packed it in. I said, it's too much, too overwhelming. I thought I was going to die. I didn't want to make all that money. I could have made a lot more money, but I thought I was going to die because I couldn't hold it together.
And so you can't find a shop.
Right. I couldn't find another shop, so I got rid of them. So now, 5 years later, we were doing good, 21, 22, 23. The last 6 months, I know you've seen it, but all businesses got a little quiet. So the dealers got quiet, and they're down 30, 40% in volume.
Even insurance companies.
Insurance companies. Nobody's spending money. The economy's so upside down. And it just went to a halt. I went from doing 120, 140, 50 cars to like 70, 80 cars a month. So now I'm like, wow, it's getting slow. It's getting quiet. I got to make a move here to be able to get to the next level again because it's a little quiet until the economy picks up, with Trump coming in and things pick up in 5-6 months later. But for something, I got to fill in the gap. So I wind up getting back on with Geico. They just turned me on. So they're giving me 2 cars a day. So that was an awesome transition, that I was able to
so you were able to get back with them.
Yeah, I was able to get back on with them. It took a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of classes, because you got to go I-Car Gold and I-Car Certified, to be with these companies, which is awesome. So
you just got them back recently?
Just got them back like a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll put you back where you need to be.
Back where I need to be, yeah. Yeah.
That's 14 cars a week. Well,
about 10.
About 10 cars
Yeah, and
a
I
week.
could turn it up, and they could send you 3-4 cars a day, but I don't want that right now. I can't handle it, I just want to be...
And you're having a hard time finding another shop.
So, no, I stopped looking. Yeah, I'm not looking. I got plenty of room. I had a new landlord. He gave me more room. I got enough cars to park 40, 50 cars at the shop. But the point is, just like with me and you, like what I'm sitting here, is that people, that don't have an education and you don't, you can't do something in college, don't waste your parents' money. If you're an entrepreneur like you and I came from nothing, and to be able to build something and build a good brand from hard work and dedication, don't waste your parents' money. Don't do that, because there's so many things that you could do. And I'm talking from 2 people here that could barely got out of high school. Like, I
got a GED.
I couldn't put 2 and 2 together, bro.
I got a GED, man.
But I could run a business, and I was very successful at it, running it with no college education, just a regular
Well, you
street.
took something you were good at.
Right,
and you went with your gut.
Right.
And you made it work for yourself. The problem with some of the kids today is they want everything handed to them. They don't want to work. They don't want to come to your shop and grind it out at 6 o'clock in the morning. And what's funny? Me and Sharon are watching the show last night, and the guy says to the girl, "Breakfast is at 7 a.m. It's a movie scene in a train." He goes, "You got to start at 6. And here's a pair of shoes." It's supposed to be back from 1920s.
Yeah.
Imagine how tough it was, but it's no different today. You got to get up. If you want to be ahead of everybody else, you got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to grind it all day. If you want to be ahead of the rest of the team, you got to work twice as hard. When they're finishing at 2:30 and they're running to the train, you got to get in your car and go the other way.
Amen.
And you got to grind till 8, 10 o'clock at night.
Amen.
You're going to sacrifice. You're going to lose time for yourself. But if you're going to keep chasing that dream, you got to chase it so you can get to a point where you can enjoy what you made. So chase it for the right reasons so you can sit back one day and say, you know what? I made $5 million. I'm good now. I'm going to go on a fishing boat. Me and my wife are going to go to the Caribbean. We're going to relax for a whole month. That's the point you want to get
Yes.
to, where you can say, you know what? I'm taking a month off right now.
Amen.
Get on the airlines.
Just hang out in the Bahamas.
I'm not booking a flight. Sharon books the flight, so I'm not doing none of that.
Well,
She'll be like, nah, you ain't booking nothing.
We'll book some flights together.
Yeah,
and that's
what I'm
another
saying?
thing, like you said, yeah. So for 10 years, as you brought that up, I was getting up at 4:30, Bill. I was at my shop at 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Getting things organized, getting things lined up, doing paperwork. So when the guys come in, everything is ready to go.
Everything ran the way you
Everything's in
wanted
place.
it to.
It runs like a well-oiled, smooth machine. Consistency. And I did that for 10 years. But it did catch up to me a little bit. But I grew the business. And
Look
I grew
where
it to
you're
the
at
point
now.
where I don't have to do that anymore. Now I go in at 8 o'clock. I'm still working at home. You know, my mind is still going. I'm doing paperwork. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But as you build it up, now as we get older, we want to work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? As you get older. Because Father Time does catch up to the body.
Listen, man, I'm tired, man. I'm 57, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
And I know you do. You know, from talking to you, you're always on the road.
I'm always
you're
going.
Getting up early in the morning.
I'm going to work after this podcast
Yeah.
in this New York City.
Yep, and you keep
till
on
10
grinding.
o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
Because I listen, sometimes somebody will come to you and say, you know what, I don't have a choice. You have to do that. You always got a choice. It's just that sometimes your choices are limited. Mine are limited at this time.
right.
If I had to make a choice, I wouldn't work ever. I wouldn't work anymore.
Right.
I wouldn't right now. I would spend more time with my family. I would spend more time working out, training, being healthier, losing weight, enjoying life. You know, we're building a 15-car garage in Florida. I want to be able to enjoy that. I want my friends to be able to enjoy it. I want to be able to live life because you only got one day at a time with this.
Well, just meeting you from I feel like I know you forever. We only met a couple of years ago, and you're a great guy. You do good things for the kids. You know, you let them sit in the cars. You're very humble. You know, a lot of arrogant people that own Lambos, believe it or not. And you're not one of them. But there are a lot of people that are, they think they're better than.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be like that, You should be humble. I don't care if you came from a golden spoon or you didn't come from anything. Maybe that's the difference, the way they were raised.
Yeah.
But you should be like a normal human being. If I had $1 billion, I would be the same way as if I had $1 million.
I would be the same way.
Just like you are, and how you're humble. And, we went down to the car show the one time, and the kids loved you. They were sitting in the car when we were down in Hoboken.
Remember when we were in Hoboken all day?
When you won for the STO?
I won the award. And the guy says to me, he goes, you didn't win exactly for your car. He goes, you won for a few reasons. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And the girl came over, and Sharon wasn't there at the time, and he goes, you won because we watched you all day long. He says, you allowed over 450 people to go inside your car. I'm like, 450? Well, yeah, there's a lot of people.
That
here,
was a
man.
busy day.
He goes, you were being recorded all day, man.
Yeah, it was a busy day.
And he goes, it was astronomical what you allowed. And people were smiling, and dogs.
Yep. And that's what it's all about.
And that's what it was all about. And you know what? The car could be cleaned and detailed, man.
Most people go there and they want people to look at them for their car.
They want you to look at you for one. And the guy next to me
that
left his wife there all day.
Oh, yeah.
With the implants and all that fake stuff.
Yeah.
This is a good one for me to comment on.
All right. But that was crazy. Yeah.
I'll tell you something about that wife who walked in on my husband's car.
Yeah, Sharon saw her picture. She goes, well, who's that?
Come over.
And I said, that's the lady with the fake boobies.
Oh, man.
This is a perfect, well, you'll finish, but this is a perfect time for me to jump in. So he brings the STO, right? The green with the blue polka dots. She is wearing, I get the pic, I'm going through his Google photos.
Oh, boy.
Through his email. And there is a woman, probably like no older than 32, maybe 28, maybe 27. You know what I mean? You can't really tell.
She did have a kid.
That doesn't mean nothing. Anyway, she is perfectly matched with the STO.
Yes.
She has like one of those like bikini shirts, like the cap sleeves, and then it's not a bikini, so you get away with it on the street, but it's a bikini.
Yeah.
It's like tied right in the middle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who did you bring to that show? Because she was perfectly, like, she was meant to be in that car.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he pulled over somewhere in Hoboken, New Jersey, and picked up a Gumball.
But I do that for the channel.
Oh, yeah.
I do it for the
Do
channel.
it for the kids.
I cannot wait.
kids.
I hope I didn't delete these pictures from his
Oh, my
Google
goodness.
photos, because I will send them and we're going to have to blur out her face or something.
I remember that.
Like, when you see her outfit,
Yeah.
it is a perfect
Yeah.
He's getting himself in trouble.
Did you buy her that?
Well, she was about to be in my car.
Yeah.
Listen, they were very nice people. Listen,
Oh, they're always
I don't
nice,
knock
Bill.
anybody for what they do, Bill.
They're always
And
nice.
I didn't ask for anything that day. My enjoyment is spending time. I was at the car for so long, for 3.5 hours.
This is true.
A lady with her 2 kids
Yep.
from Austria came up to me and said, we took some pictures with them. She goes, we want to take pictures with your car. She goes, are you okay? And I said, I'm dear. She went and got me 2 bottles of water because nobody was giving me any water. They went and bought me water, total strangers from another country. All they wanted was pictures with the car. I said, let your kids sit inside, take a video with it.
Yeah.
Puppies, dogs, babies all
everything.
day long.
Kitty cats.
If you want to be a garage queen,
there was
then
kitty
leave
cats
your car
there,
in the
Donny.
garage with
There
a
were a lot
cover
of
on
kitty
it.
There's a lot
cats.
of kitty cats.
Leave your car in the garage with a cover on it if you don't want to drive it anyway.
Yeah.
Car's meant to be driven.
Yeah, of course.
It's meant to be seen.
That's one thing I like about you. You drive your cars. You enjoy them.
Thank you.
Most people keep them in the garage and they don't drive them. And
We
they just,
actually
And
get
you know what
You know.
happens? It passes on to a son who
Yeah.
doesn't want your car.
like Jay Leno, he's got 50, 60 cars, whatever.
No.
You don't even.
Well, all
that
of
guy don't drive
175
any.
cars.
175.
In
He
an
don't drive
airplane
one
hangar.
of them. He don't even drive them.
$150 million worth of cars.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are so rare they have to
Some
be
of his
museum
he's got a
pieces.
beautiful collection, Jay Leno.
I mean, he's got like an ultra rare Pontiac that was like only made like 8 of those.
When we were in Vegas at SEMA, somebody goes, yeah, well, it's a nice car. And Jay Leno was outside doing an interview.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, yeah, I'm trying to compete with Jay Leno.
Did word get back to us that like before they opened SEMA, he walked past the GT3 RS?
He walked past it,
Maybe.
but Jay Leno is a specialty guy. Like,
No.
Yeah.
like the 170
He
Demon,
likes to get off
it's
one
very
off
a
cars,
special car.
Yes,
cars,
yes.
older cars. He's more
Listen,
into the
we
older
have,
cars.
We
than
have
the
every
newer
Hellcat
cars.
ever made. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. And you know what? It's okay. I love every one of my cars. Everybody asks me, what's your favorite car? I don't have one.
That's true.
I love them all.
I would
think-
say we don't have a favorite.
And I'm grateful and blessed to have everything I have, even in the table that I'm talking on this microphone. The
You're
signs.
grateful for this table?
I'm grateful for everything
He
I
complains
got.
about this table.
The
all
shoes
the
on my
time.
feet that I pay $40 for.
Amen, brother.
I got $3 million. I got a $1 million. I got a $500 car. And I wear $40 shoes.
That's
Okay,
also
so
true.
what? I don't care.
Old man with a new suit.
I mean, good people like you, right? Bobby from Brownstone. We know some
I
good
wanted to
people.
talk about that. Like meeting you guys really.
Yeah, he's
So
very
what,
good friends.
what comes
Close.
first, the rally or Bobby's car show?
The Valley.
So we meet each other all at Race the North
Yes.
rallies.
So I actually saw you guys, but we never talked. But I saw you at Race to the North, and I saw you had the cars, the
Yeah.
Schwick wheels, but we never
Yeah,
had
a
gotten
lot going on
introduced
that
to him.
day.
Yeah, never got introduced. But then we went to the rally to Connecticut,
Yes.
and that's when I started
When
to
we
talk
went,
to you guys.
yes, because then we
Yes.
went like go-kart racing.
Yep,
I think
went
that's the
go-kart
one
racing.
that we
Then you
tried to
got
help
hurt.
organize.
That's the one where I got hurt.
You got
Cracked
hurt.
your ribs.
Can you imagine? We're flying.
Maybe I didn't help organize
Can
that
you
rally that
imagine?
week.
We're flying on the highway with RV with the Ferrari.
Yes, I love RV.
Going 120, 130, 140. We're flying in and out of traffic.
Oh shit.
No problem.
Okay.
Right? So then we get
Not
to
my
this
rally.
stupid go-kart, which I've never seen before. These cars, I looked at them and I said, man, these things are dangerous.
They are.
So I get on the go-kart, right?
Yeah.
And I'm flying around. So the one girl, I think she's dating the Korean guy with the Ferrari, the black Ferrari, whatever it was. I don't know where she was from, but
Great.
make a long story short, I'm trying to go around her, right, to pass her. So I
no.
go past her, and I spin around 3 times. All of a sudden, RV comes and hits me on the side, bro. 30 miles an hour. Thank God they had the metal bracket there. But I fractured a rib right there.
No, you didn't.
And I
Yeah, you
went that
did.
day. I've had ice. I ate dinner with you guys. I went gambling. I won like $1,000 in the casino
for your X-ray.
for my accident. But we sat. We took pictures. Before
yeah.
the meet when we were outside all together. That's when we started hanging out.
You had the Mustang on
I
that
had
rally,
the
right?
GT500 on that rally.
Still have that, right?
No.
No, I got rid of it.
Why?
And there's nowhere to go with that car no more. I can't. I take it out. It's nowhere to go.
So out of the cars you have owned, what has been one of your favorites or?
I like the GT4 I had.
Okay.
I had a white GT4. That was a very fun car.
Okay.
But it was a little slow.
Huh.
So I had to get rid of that car. It only has 375 horsepower.
No kidding.
But it's got the same chassis as the GT RS that you have.
So what year was that?
That was in 2018, maybe 19-ish. The GT4.
Huh.
So that car was like amazing, like handling on the track, as you could see with your blue one. That's a 2 or a 3 you got?
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
GT-RS, yeah.
So that thing is just for track. The
Yes.
GT4, the GT.
Yes.
They're not good quarter-mile cars.
No.
They had a BMW M4 CS race your car,
Jeez.
550 horsepower, and the BMW won in a quarter mile.
Yeah, of course. The thing I do like about the Porsche is that you may not get to that speed faster than the other guy next to you or girl next to you, but you'll maintain that speed a lot better than,
Oh yeah.
up against whether it's a
And
GT500
for me,
or even a Lambo it'll maintain
even for
better.
me, driven in Lambos, driven in Ferraris, that GT3 RS, there's no better handling car than that car on the track, bro.
Yeah, it needs smooth road.
You're going to take down a Lambo, you're going to take down the Ferraris with that car on the track, bro, because Porsche is just different.
Yeah.
Than all these other guys. The power that they have, the twin turbo. If you get the twin turbo, that car's a rocket ship, man. That car's a 9.9 car, bro, and it's coming out of a 6-cylinder.
And I think even because you're close with Bobby, I think even Bobby talks about this. We're talking
Bobby
about Bobby
loves
Bronstone, who we have to talk about soon.
He has a couple of them, don't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he talks about how like Porsche has stayed true to the shape and the chassis, and like there's a couple of core elements of that Porsche that have just stayed so consistent.
Yep.
And then they've just tweaked it for exactly what you said. Like there's no doubt about it. It's not a show car. It's not a roadster. It's like it's
That
meant to be
car's-
tracked
that
and
car's a
driven and be
track-driven
a
car.
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no better car than that on the road. It's just amazing. Porsche's got it. They always deliver the quality. That's why when you were saying you was getting the Porsche, I remember you actually ordered it when we were before we left. We were at Porsche. We were at Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels when you got that car.
Well, they tried selling it.
tried to get it. Yeah, you tried to get it from
They
them.
didn't close
They didn't close the deal.
Lamborghini.
He was,
Yeah.
That guy
Well,
was,
that was when you.
himself.
That was first when you were interested in that car.
The group that closed that deal was RDS in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the blue color is just spectacular.
Yeah, the paint is sample, the
high
golf
price.
blue.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
beat that color.
Yeah.
Like black is plain to me. It looks
This
okay.
is golf blue.
But I know
Paint the
you get
sample.
the nice color cars. For me, if you're gonna get a nice Lambo, it's gotta be a different color.
Well, he's got to pick out the outfits for
Yeah.
his girlfriends.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking about you the
Sorry,
other
baby.
day. Saw a Countach.
No. See, he is a good
Well,
friend.
yeah, because you were talking with Bobby.
Yes.
It had very little mileage,
No kidding.
a burgundy color,
No way.
looked brand new, $630,000.
That's actually pretty good for a Countach.
Right? Is that amazing?
That's an amazing
for,
price.
For what you bought that
'Cause,
car for?
I mean, I don't
Imagine
think I've
you bought like 3 or 4 of them and you'd have them in your garage.
Sell
How
a
much
couple
money
of
you would have
houses,
made?
maybe.
Yeah.
How much were they worth when they came out?
Well, it couldn't have been more than $100
But
grand.
right now, you can't really find a Countach. I mean, I don't want to misspeak and all the haters are going to come after me. But you typically can't find a well-preserved Countach, put it that way,
No.
with low miles for under 800.
In the 80s?
Yeah, you can't find it. Yeah, Magnum, like the era of Magnum
Like
PI
you're talking,
and all
yeah,
that.
forget.
Miami Vice, really.
No, what
Miami
about
Vice?
Cannonball Run?
Uh-huh.
Cannonball
my
Run.
God.
I mean, you
yeah,
two are the
Campbell
older
was
Gen
one.
X white males
Yeah,
in
there's
the
two
room. You
of
should
them.
figure this out.
Yeah.
I think they
had
I
the
think they had
Countach
the
in
second
that.
one in Cannonball 2 with Dean
Yeah.
Martin and Sammy Davis Jr.
Yep.
But it's Miami Vice, right? Who has the white Countach?
Is it Miami?
I think he
Vice?
might
It's
have had it.
Magnum. It's Magnum who does the red Rosa.
He was
No,
he
Ferrari.
had the
Ferrari,
Ferrari. He
yeah.
had the 308.
My
Or
Magnum does the
328 or
Ferrari. I don't know
308.
who
Yeah,
does
that
the
was hot
Countach.
back then.
Was it Miami Vice? I don't know.
Miami Vice is with the Countach.
Was it?
Miami Vice? We're gonna have to look that up.
I'm not sure.
We're gonna have to Google it.
Oh,
But that's amazing. Even my father had the 1989 slant nose Porsche. Bought it for 92
Come on.
G's. Slant nose factory,
yeah.
296 horsepower.
Right.
He bought it for like,
No.
I gotta take this.
You can't.
he bought
We
it
have to leave soon. You can't.
he bought it for like
Too bad.
$92,000 at the time, I think it was.
Wait, hold on, Donnie. Didn't someone in this room just say something like, you always have a choice? Your life comes at you, you got to make good decisions. And, I want a life where I be with my friends and my wife and my family.
After the podcast.
After the podcast.
I have to go to the city after this, so everybody's a little anxious.
That's fine.
That's all right.
So we've talked about Bobby a couple of times, so let's just make it official. We are talking about Bobby Bernier's, the owner, the innovator of Brownstone Pancake Factory. And you and Bobby are close friends. And Bobby was our first official episode about this time last year while we were getting this thing up off the ground.
Yeah.
And so Bobby has a very particular car show. And you guys want to talk about that car show and how you kind of have become closer friends because of that car show?
Ahead.
Yeah. So Bobby has his car show in the parking lot. We started having, a few got together with Cars and Cafe. And it just started to grow, So as we were friends and the car collection that Bill has, and I knew Bobby and him would get along as well. Good, to introduce him to Bobby because we're all into cars. And so I called him up and said, hey, you want to come to the car show? Yeah. And I remember we met because I live right by Alpine, so we're not too far. So we met in Alpine because I'm right down the road. And Bill came with the STO.
Yeah, the first time,
one.
Yeah.
He came with the STO.
Yeah,
and,
first time, yeah.
We followed each other because it was like another 15 minutes. And then we pulled up, parked the car, blah, 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 introduced him to Bobby. And then you and I talked and we clicked. And you and Bobby clicked. We got some food that day.
Yeah.
I remember we ate.
Got very good food there, yeah.
Yeah, all of his food is unbelievable. I think you and I shared, I got us Oreo cookie.
Yeah, Sunday.
No. What was it? The deep fried Oreo cookie milkshake we got. And Bill was like, yo, this is crazy, man. This is amazing.
Yeah, he's got some wackadoodle stuff there.
He's got some, all different creative, different pancakes, 30 different kinds, Fruity Pebble, Cocoa Puffs,
Now, what's the name of your shop? Tell the fans.
My shop is Finesse Autobody.
Where are you located?
374 North Midland Ave, 201-796-8200.
What town?
And we're in Saddlebrook.
New Jersey.
Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
Jersey boy.
Jersey boys, yep.
Finally, somebody in this house from Jersey besides me.
Oh, you grew up in Jersey too?
Oh, you don't know this about me.
Come on
now.
Where'd you grow up in Jersey?
My parents still, maybe should we disclose where my parents are? My parents are still in Verona.
Wow.
Yeah. I my bachelor's is from Montclair State.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm an original B&T girl.
That's awesome.
Bridge and Tunnel.
Montclair's a great
it's a nice town.
Great town.
I always like to tell people I was in Hoboken when Hoboken wasn't cool.
Oh, wow.
You remember?
Hoboken. I was going down there when I was 17, 18
Isn't
years
that
old.
crazy?
I drank at every bar in Hoboken.
Well,
I walked in every bar in Hoboken. Hoboken was crazy, awesome back in the 90s. It was really a great place to go.
And just one jump on the PATH train and you were downtown.
You were ready to go.
Frank
Sinatra Park over there.
Yep.
All the pizzerias, all the bars, it was
it's so
just a really nice place to go to.
100%.
Now forget about it. The prices are insane.
The prices are insane. It's hilarious. Like you're walking through Hoboken, like you're on like Bloomfield or you're on like what's another like Garden, and it's like families and preschools are there now.
Yeah.
You're
what? Yeah, and it is very congested.
It is very. It's
like
very
to
thick.
find a parking spot. Listen, if you're going to New York City, it's great for you. Right?
Absolutely.
If you got to travel to New York.
Absolutely.
And you have your kids. It's definitely a nice place.
They have a good Italian festivals, of course.
Good Italian festivals. Yes.
The good Italian-made car shows are down there.
Yeah.
And,
we actually went to the one with me and Bill. Went down there.
That's right, with the girl with the bikini shirt.
That was the girl with the bikini. Yeah. And we had the STO, and she matched the
Teeny
STO
weeny
somehow,
bikini.
some way.
So, Donnie, we do a little thing here called going full throttle with like fast question and answer kind of questions.
Okay.
Are you ready to go full throttle?
Why not?
All kinds of life secrets in this thing.
Oh, what is that?
Let
The
me
Bible?
tell you.
You got the Bible, the car Bible.
No, I would never blaspheme that way.
No. That's the car Bible. That's the car Bible.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Okay, for purchasing reasons, would you choose new or pre-certified?
I got to get everything new.
No kid. You two are friends.
I got to get everything new. I can't go.
No kidding.
I can't have something else somebody had.
I'm the same way.
I got to go brand new.
I need
Never bought used.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, well, particularly for like the Countachs and stuff. Like, I'm kind of enjoying the pre-certified game.
Yeah.
Like, trying to find
I think that's a little different.
treasure hunt style.
I think that's a little different because you can't really find one of those that that has 0 miles on it. That's gonna be impossible.
And then of course,
But you might find a garage one.
right?
You got to get lucky, dude. There's a lot of cars out there that are hidden right now.
Yeah. Oh, forget it.
And they're starting to come out with all the social media now.
Yep.
All right. Paddles or stick?
I grew up on stick and I love stick. I did get used to the paddles, but the BMW I just got was stick and I still love it again.
It's fun. It's like it
It's
makes
fun.
them more.
Yeah, it's more fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
fun. Yeah.
But they are saying, like, particularly because we were talking about Porsche for a while, that is really no way to do Porsche, like to really enjoy it.
Right.
Except on paddles, like it just moves.
Yeah, well, it makes it quicker, right? Because the reaction
There it
time
is.
is much faster, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're switching
yeah.
with stick and you're trying to do a quarter mile or race, it's going to slow you down a
of
little
course.
bit. You can't beat the computer no more. Forget it.
You can't beat the computer.
No.
All right. Paint or custom wrap?
I've done a lot of paint jobs, so I'm going to have to go with the paint job would be a lot better, but the custom wraps are a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Like if I do a car, if I paint a car, it's going to cost you 15, 20 grand to change the color.
Wow.
If you're going to do a wrap, you probably get it at 9, 10, but there's so much more involved in the paint job. Ripping the whole car apart, the handles come out, the bumpers come out, the doors come off, the fenders are coming off the car because you got to edge up everything.
Yeah.
So when you open up the door, you have the right color. You don't want to have a two-tone. It looks terrible, like some cheap paint job you did, so you have to change the color inside. So you got to paint the whole body of the car. So I got to go with the paint.
No lipstick on a pig with this guy.
Got to go with the paint.
Yeah. I like paint too, but it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is. But in the long run, it looks nicer.
Gotcha. Do you like a 2-door or a 4-door?
2-door.
My man.
Me too.
Chevy or Mopar? Yeah. He's the right
I'm
guy
going to have to go with Mopar.
Say again?
Mopar.
Mopar.
Yeah. Yeah, because they came a long way.
They have come a
They
long
really
way.
have come a long way.
They make some nice stuff.
They're making some really good
But there's
stuff.
still nothing like a 70s Chevelle or a 60s
if you're talking
Camaro.
older cars, yeah, that's...
Yeah, 100%. TRX or Raptor?
Oof. I got to go with Ford. Sorry.
No way. That's 2 people who've gone
Our
Ford.
friendship is over.
Oh, my God.
The R. Well, don't forget, I'm a Shelby guy.
That's right. That's right.
He was.
That's
Well,
right.
was. But I do like both of them.
You know what Ford means,
No, I
right?
want you to stay true to what you
Yeah, I
feel.
got to stay true. Fix or repair daily.
Found on the road dead. You know what TRX means? Do you know the TRX is the most fastest
Oh, that car's gone.
off-road truck in the world?
That beat
The
the
Mammoth Edition, Hennessy Edition is the fastest, most powerful,
Yeah.
which I have.
the TRX beat the Raptor.
Oh, sure. But
Quarter
you can't
mile.
haul anything.
I've sawn it, yeah.
You can't haul
I have
anything.
the
Oh,
Mammoth
the Ford,
Edition.
the Ford's gonna pull better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has better gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Ford's-
TRX is burning
I ain't gonna
fuel.
lie,
like-
yeah. I could say this online. Ford's ugly. Ford car is ugly.
All right.
It's the same thing as any other. I don't knock anybody who has a Ford. But if you
It's
look
just
at a
not
Ford
you.
and a Ram,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah,
Ram is
That's
much
it.
more beautiful truck.
Listen, you can't. Not everybody likes the Mets. Not everybody likes the Yankees.
There it is.
Yeah.
What are you? Mets or Yankees?
I'm a Yankee fan.
Hello. I think I know. No, I don't know this. Coupe or a Spider?
Cool.
Not many people have picked the Spider.
Well, it's a open car, so
Okay.
Yeah.
it's only good for summer.
Yep.
An M competition series or an import tuner?
I'm gonna go with the M competition series.
Nice.
Yep.
Turbo or supercharger?
Supercharged.
I thought so. OEM plus or aftermarket?
OEM.
That's pretty consistent across the board too. Would you prefer to rally or to cruise?
I like the rally.
Fun.
I like the rally.
You will like more of a GTR or a Hellcat?
GTR.
Yeah.
Well, this one, I think I do need to take this off the list because it's becoming obsolete. German engineering or Italian? Because there's no more Italian engineering. It's all
That's
German.
a tough one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we got,
so we'll say like, if we had to go like 80s and older, German or Italian?
Probably German.
Okay. Yeah, because you love the BMW, right?
Yeah. And the
Mercedes.
Porsche. And the Porsche.
And the Porsche.
Mercedes, yeah,
Yeah.
the Porsche.
Okay. McLaren or Lambo?
Lambo.
All right. And then with your paint there, do you prefer more of the metallic gloss or the matte finishes?
Got to be metallic gloss.
Whoop, whoop. Donny,
the metallic gloss.
It was a privilege having you on the podcast today. I'm glad we finally got to make this work.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ready to do that tour of the garage?
Yes.
You know what I want to do today? Oh, I brought my keys and I put them somewhere else. You feel like going out in the Urus today? Because you brought your Audi SUV today, right?
Yes, I did.
What model car is that?
That's SQ8.
An SQ8.
Yep.
I really want to get some footage of you in the Urus and then maybe you two sitting and chatting and you getting a feel of, because I mean, pretty much the Urus is now an Audi.
Yeah.
You know?
Audi's an Urus.
Right.
Whatever. So I would love to get your perception on, because you've driven both cars now close together. See how you feel in the Urus.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You're gonna go behind the wheels with Uncle Billy?
Behind the wheels with Uncle Bill. That's crazy, bro. Oh, there's a Camaro we raced in. Oh, is that the Camaro? No, that's the new one.
That's the Z8 Corvette.
Wow.
You can have it if you want. It's for sale.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Z8?
I may keep it. It's
That's sick,
Z8
bro.
rated engine. This is the car you're gonna drive.
All right.
There's the one we just got back.
Wow.
Don't you remember the yellow one we first had?
Bro. You wrapped it?
No, this is a brand
is
new
normal?
one. I found this in Miami.
Dude, that's sick, bro. I love this.
All-wheel drive.
Dude, look at this garage, bro. This is like the real deal, my man. This
Well,
is
you got to see the
crazy.
garage in Florida. And
Look at how
Jersey.
you did the wheels, bro. Is that sick?
I like the way the wheels came out.
That came out great.
Right?
Yeah, it really makes the colors stick out with the wheels. But I don't know which one my favorite here, bro. This is beautiful. I like how you have them stacked.
Porsche too.
No,
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy, bro.
That's beautiful though, right?
This is awesome, bro. This
I
is
got
like,
all three Huracans.
This is
now.
like a kid in a candy store, you know? Can you imagine?
I know, but you know what it
Look at
is?
this. This is amazing, bro.
I'm gonna drive it a couple more times and I'm gonna put it up.
Yeah, this is the
It's a sexy car. This is the Technica.
Technica. Wow.
So we
It's
got
got a
all
little
three.
bit of a pearl in there. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's blue
You
Uranus.
see the blue, yeah, Uranus.
$20,000 paint job.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least.
That's why I said paint is much better.
This garage is awesome, bro. I like
This is
flare.
golf blue, paint to sample.
Yeah, bro. This is
Yeah, it's just a garage.
This is great.
Want me to open it?
Locked up? Yeah. Look at the paint. How great the paint is
Let
on
me
it.
open it for you.
Huh, Bill? This is
Yeah, the
amazing,
paint job
man.
came
Look
out
at
good,
this.
right?
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. It's like one of these. This is like one of these garages you see on YouTube, you know? Fuel mill right here.
Easy.
Easy fuel mill, right? You can't even put your fingers between that. You know, it's amazing the engineering they put on that, right? It's just so crazy. These look like actually like he put these wheels on here. These aren't original wheels. These are custom. That's why it's so touching right here.
It's open.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That graphite wheel. Open it up.
That's crazy, bro. I thought they were custom for sure.
No, they came. It's a custom model of paint to sample.
This is like sitting in a brand new, beautiful couch from the best store possible. Just the way you sit in here like a glove, the way the seats just wrap around your body, and it's just like you're in like a jet, you know, like a Learjet or something.
This
taking
belongs
off.
at a Porsche car show.
Yeah, this is great. You can't get rid of this car. You can't get rid of this car.
No?
Nah.
I'll give it to you. Don't worry about
We
it.
gotta take it around. We gotta take it on the track first.
So you like it?
Oh, this is beautiful.
Your shoes go perfect with the
I
car,
know,
too.
right? They look perfect, and they look great.
I love the shoes.
Right?
It's perfect.
These are called the Nike Easter Bunny.
Oh,
Color.
is that really what you call it?
No, that's what they call it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is-
For Easter, you know?
Not for the Earth.
But this is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna be Donnie's passenger princess.
All right.
All right.
All right. You know how to put it in drive?
I'm gonna learn.
Paddles. Push back. And it'll say A1. There you go. This is the reverse.
Where's reverse?
No, that light's still on. We gotta find
Where's
out.
reverse?
Right here. That's the reverse.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a cockpit.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah, that light's still on.
Yo, this car is tight.
I wonder if it's windshield power.
All right, we're in the Urus here up by Bill Schwick's, just taking out this bad boy for a ride. Unfortunately, we got a lot of rain.
We got some nasty rain today.
What do you got, about 600 in this? 630?
I don't even know, man.
I think there's about 630.
630, see, I think you're right.
Very tight, though. It drives like a Lambo should drive.
No, it drives. You go anywhere you want.
Ah, this is powerful, bro.
You're in sport mode.
I'm in sport mode.
You can change it if you want, or you can do paddles.
Oh, yeah, you can do the downshift, right? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. This is crazy.
Oh, I love the Urus, dude.
You can just feel the power. This thing just wants to go. Now, this one you wrap, Bill?
No, I can't build this.
This came like this?
We built it this way.
Oh, this is painted matte.
I like matte finish on some of the cars.
Yeah,
now.
no, this looks great.
The matte is in right now.
No, the matte's great.
We had all gloss cars, so now it's time to...
Listen, the matte's in for sure. I mean, when I was doing my body shop, and we were with my father in like the 1990.
Yeah.
Underneath the hood, when you had the old cars, it was a matte finish.
Yeah.
So we started painting the outside of the cars, us as body shops, with that matte finish look.
And
it was just a one stage came out of the.
Yeah.
You poured it into the gun and you just sprayed it, and it came out matte. Exactly how this is, but it would be under the hood.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to put clear under the hood.
Right.
It would cost too much money back then, so you just put this cheap matte finish on.
Now the matte's very popular.
Now we started painting them outside of the cars like this, and then all the dealerships started to catch on to it. That's how all that came out, is from us doing it at the body shop, and then they caught on to it,
And now it's becoming very popular.
Oh, forget it.
Well, you see the Huracan, the yellow Huracan Evo.
Yeah. That caught me off guard. I thought that was a wrap too. But that's not a wrap.
No.
But the Hurricane is awesome. It's got
The
a great
Huracans,
look.
we have all three.
The sound,
But now they're coming out with Temerati also. Hit it, bro. Come on, kid. What about
Just a little bit faster than the Q8.
Oh, this is powerful, man.
Yeah, this is definitely.
You got 6 different driving modes.
Listen to the pop.
6 different driving modes.
Listen to that pop.
I know, dude.
Isn't that awesome?
This is the #1 selling exotic SUV in the world, man.
Yeah, there's no.
Ferrari made one with $500,000.
That thing's garbage, bro.
It is?
I think so.
Yeah, I saw it quickly in person.
I'm a Lambo guy, man.
I'm a Lambo guy.
I like Ferraris.
Look at this service, how powerful it is.
You still can't beat Lambo, man.
There you go.
That's not even halfway. That's not even halfway, as you know.
It's the way to go, bro.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
But being in the body shop business, I know that I can't full throttle this now, because we're going to be pulled out of the freaking woods, and it's not going to be a good sight. So I know, as being in the business, I've never crashed in the rain, bro. Never. And I drive crazy, but I know how you got to respect the car in the rain.
Right.
You got to respect it. It's raining out now.
The rain will take over your car.
If I go full throttle, bro, this car's going to it's going to kick out.